name's Crystal Williams, and I'd like to present my final dissertation defense. The title is called A Qualitative Phenomenological Approach, Exploring the Impact of Verbal Expression on Anger Intensity. I'd also like to briefly share with you how I arrived at this study. I've always had a fascination with emotions, why we have them, the variations in expression, and how they're managed. So I began with my initial proposal to my chairpersons, presenting, studying generally emotions, just in particular, just all emotions. And I was met with some good advice, narrowed the study down, pick one emotion. After picking one emotion, then read as much literature as I can on the topic. After that, then find out what I could contribute that hasn't been done already and make sure it's all done within a year. So that was good advice, good information. It took me back to the drawing board, and I started to read up as much as I could about all of the emotions. When I came to anger in particular, I was very compelled, very interested, and wanted to use anger as a topic to explore in this research study. So I want to also share with you that when we hear emotions and anger in particular, generally you hear somebody just went off, or they went to red, they went from 0 to 100, or they just saw red, or they snapped. That to me was a point of curiosity because it felt like some of that is actually true, but there's got to be more to the story. So in that approach of understanding those sayings, I began to explore anger in particular, deconstructing it to find out what components make up anger. And in that regard, we're going to go on a journey. This research proposal is going to take you on a journey exploring anger, anger intensity, and verbal expression to see how they all intersect. So the chapter overview, or the overview of this presentation, chapter 1 is going to provide us with an introduction. It's going to talk about the topic of anger, highlighting the problem background, the purpose of the study, definition of terms, and the significance for the study. Chapter 2, the literature review, is going to break down what we know about anger. It's going to also talk about anger intensity, verbal expression. It's going to talk about the gender differences, anger expression styles, dimensions of intensity, and the theoretical framework, which is psychoanalysis, that this study used to bridge the variables together.
You're doing awesome.
Yeah, no.
Can I recommend you putting the